Okay, so I was able to create another Azure Logic app. Okay, this is the Logic app called the Storage Logic app. It's been running successfully up to 528 times. It runs almost every minute. So, and we have one trigger, we have three actions. It's a conditional logic app. Okay, so here are some of the succeeded runs. Here are some of the succeeded runs with the timings. Okay, so now let me do something. Let me go back to um the designer, the logic apps designer, to see how to show you how the logic apps was configured. Now, when a blob is added, so the trigger is for when a blob is added. So here is a container that I've already created. This container in the blob storage, and it's going to run it's going to return two triggers every 3 minutes. Okay, so what happens when a blob is added? I created a condition that if the file path if the file path that is uploaded on the blob storage ends with an XLS, like if it's an Excel file, then what would happen is that if it's an Excel files, then a table will automatically be created for that Excel file in the Azure table storage. So, but if it's not an Excel file, if it's a docs document, if it's a video, a picture, or something else that is not an Excel file, it will come into the blob storage with the display name of the file or folder, and then the media type. Maybe it's a video, it's a picture, it's just a Word document or whatever, and then the last time it was modified. These are the details that we'll retrieve from the blob if it is not an Excel file. So we are still going to get something no matter what happens. Now, I would go back to the storage account. Here is the storage account. SmartStyle is the storage account, and I would effect a change and then run the trigger in the logic app. For instance, here is our containers, our file shares, tables, and queues. If I go to Storage Explorer, for instance, and I'm able to open the blob containers, here is the Lotus, the container that you saw in the Logic App Designer. So here are some of the files I had uploaded prior to now that I've been running. Let me upload another Excel file. Okay, let me upload a file so that you see what the Logic App is going to do, what is going to happen. So okay, let me use this. I'm looking for an Excel file I can use. Okay, let me use these potential customers, for instance. Open. Okay, so if I upload this, you can see that it's ending with XLX, so it's an Excel file. Now that this has been uploaded, I would go back and run the trigger for the logic app. So when a new blob storage blob document is uploaded, what happens? Okay, when a blob is added or modified, what happens? Let me run this. Okay, it's running. It has successfully checked the trigger. Let's see. Successfully checked the trigger. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we can see that it was a successful run. The conditions were met. If true, if false. Whoa, so if false, create a blob. Now let's see what actually happened. Let's go back to the smart tell and see what happened. What happened? Okay, storage explorer, blob containers. Okay, this is where we uploaded it. We have a new table. Or another way we can verify that this actually ran successfully is by going back to the storage, the Logic app, and refreshing it so we can get the latest details. Okay, this is the latest succeeded um run that we just had. Okay, what happened? Okay, so let's see what happened here. Of course, this, okay, a new file was, we can see the file here. We can check here for the last modified body. Let me see. Okay, I'm trying to show us what happened with the conditions we stated. If true, this did not run. This did not run because we have the false run. So does it mean that document did not end with it was actually a false? So what happened with the false here? Okay, let's see. The false ran event doc. I'm trying to, this is the blob content. This is the blob content. This is the path that we specified. This is the last modified that we specified. This is the media type. This is the size, the KB, 91 KB. Open XML format, office document. Okay, so it loaded as a document, and that was why it did not save in the table. Okay, here is the file locator and all that. So this is how we can use Azure Logic Apps for conditional processes. Yeah.